This is our first, so the answer from Shimiru were this is our first international journey, but to be honest, we're completely not nervous on stage. What we had done is we just would like to enjoy the tournament and try our best to show you guys the best performance. And also, I like to give my appreciation to all the fans who cheered us up on stage because it feels like it's a bit surprise for us, and also we're quite happy about this part. So thank you all.
We have a next question for head coach from Ganesh Strafe.
This was the team's international debut. Did the jitters get to them? And what do you think went wrong in the game? And also, what would you discuss before playing the next game, which will be an elimination game? 那这个问题想问一下的是教练帅帅，那其实这也是队伍首次出战国际大赛，所以说你觉得会不会队员们会不会有一点紧张呢？然后同时你觉得可能在今天的这场比赛当中有哪些地方是有一些失误？同时明天也是你们的生死之战，所以说你觉得可能在打下一场比赛之前，你们有哪些部分需要重新讨论或者复盘的呢？
毕竟大家都是第一次来世界赛嘛。肯定会被状态肯定会受到影响吧，然后就是我们尽可能的把平时训练赛的东西打出来吧，然后再给它优化一下。
Yeah, because for all the players, this is their first international tournament. So for the momentum on stage, they may got some influence on. So what we'd like to do is we're going to try our best to show you guys the things like in our normal screens and maybe try our best to have a good momentum in the future.
And our last question from forums is from Snan Sports Kida to the clan.
So Clem, a tough loss for you today. What would say your team lacked or could you have done better in today's series? 这个问题想问一下 Clem 选手，很遗憾今天是落败了。你觉得可能你们队伍目前是哪些地方有所欠缺，或者说在今天的比赛中哪些部分是可以做得更好呢？
我觉得我们其实的战术是没有问题的，就是我们在执行战术上面还是有些错误在上面的，就是可能我们决斗者还是有一点点的紧张。我觉得明天的对战我们会尽力的去把它调整过来。对，希望我们能赢下明天的对战吧。
I think maybe for the in-game techniques and also the strategies, there's not a very big mistakes, but all the big issues. But what we did actually in the game, we feels like maybe some parts we didn't manage to do well. We made some mistakes here and there, and maybe for some of the players, like our duelists, maybe a little bit nervous on stage today. So hopefully for tomorrow's game, we're going to make some adjustments on those kind of parts, and hopefully we can win the next game today, tomorrow.
My question is for Wawali. It's like that. In Brazil, casters put Chao Hui as an underdog team. What do you think and deal with this opinion?
“那这个问题想问一下娃娃里选手，那其实可能很多他们巴西的一些他们讨论的时候会认为，可能你们是比较就是相对很多人没有那么看好你们嘛，然后呢，所以说你有什么样的一些想法呢？你有什么样的看法？”
首先就是因为我们就是在打东亚的时候，其实上场的阵容是荔枝嘛，所以其实大家会不看好我们是很正常，因为我们是候补上场。所以我们觉得，尽管大家不看好，但我们还是会努力去打好，然后去表现出我们该打的东西，这样子，对。
Because back to the Asian qualifier, we have a different rosters. Back then we got the rosters together with Li Zhi. So for this tournament, we have some roster changes. So it's kind of common. Like there's so many people don't have a very high expectation on us. But for us, we like to try our best to show you guys the good things on stage.
Now a question from Sergio Fiorini, correspondente esportivo.
My question goes to Clem. Clem, what was the inspiration for your entrance on stage? 这个问题想问一下 Clam 选手 ，Clam，那你出场动作的那个设计，你觉得灵感是来源于哪里呢？
灵感是来于我们的世界的神 Faker。因为我那时候在 YouTube 有看到 Faker 翻滚进场的动作，然后我就想说，我想要致敬一下 Faker，所以我这个动作其实是致敬给 Faker 的。
So her answer was, the ideas came from the god Faker. Because previously on YouTube, I have seen Faker got this kind of opening ceremony, opening pose, the forward roll. So I like to just show my respect to Faker on stage. So that's why I just got this kind of pose on stage, the forward roll like Faker.
Pedro Romero, go ahead, please.
Hi, first off, commiserations to the loss to Shopify. I got a question for Blue. Clem mentioned in one of the answers about how you felt nervous in this match against your opponents, given that you were put into the roster as a substitute for Li Shi. Exactly how nervous were you during that match? And also, in addition to that, how difficult was it for you to match the synergy of the rest of your teammates as a substitute, and given the fact that you had to go in at a pretty late period?
想问一下 Blue 选手，其实你这次也是比较临时没有临时，然后呢是作为首发成员，然后来参与这一次的一个国际赛嘛，然后所以说想问一下，可能你有多大的一个紧张感呢？来到这次的赛事，同时呢，其实可能融入到这个队伍当中，还会是因为比较短的时间内嘛，所以说可能还会有一些的困难，所以说你觉得有多大整个的这个过程是有它的难度是怎么样的呢？因为你需要和队伍有一个非常好的一个配合，而且是其实你们也没有多少的一个磨合的时间，你就需要来换上场，然后一起来打这样的比赛。
Okay. That's it, the last question. No?
我觉得就是第一次，就是来到就是这次就太紧张了，然后也就是状态也没有打好，然后就是我本来就因为个性的问题，所以就比较被动，然后那个打法可能就比较配合不上队伍，所以就这次可能发挥的没有这么好，可是我会尽力去调整自己，然后跟队伍配合好。对。
So this is my first international journey, and sometimes like I feels like maybe I'm too nervous on stage. So because of that, I didn't manage to have a very good performance or good momentum on stage. And also because of my personality, sometimes I just play more passively. So because of that, maybe we didn't manage to have a very good synergy, the very good teamwork. So for today's game, we didn't manage to show you guys a great performance, but definitely I'm going to try my best to make a very good adjustments together with the team, try my best to have a very good synergy with other teammates.
Okay, last question. Pedro Romero, go ahead, please.
This question goes out to everybody. I'm kind of curious about how you see the level of Chinese Valorant, specifically in the game changer scene, to the rest of the world, given now that you've been able to get this first match down on the books against one of the world's best in Shopify. So how do you view the level of Chinese women's Valorant teams to the rest of the world, and why do you see that difference in that way?
这个问题是问到任意位想要回答的选手，其实呢也能看到 CN 瓦赛区整个的一个成长和进步，然后你们现在来到了这样的一个国际的大舞台上，然后去和其他的一些强队来同台竞技嘛，所以说你怎么样去看待 CN 瓦和其他的赛区的就是一个强度的一些对比呢？然后呢，同时你觉得可能有哪些你们的一些不同之处呢？
我觉得对于，因为这是拳头第2次举办这个颠覆者赛嘛，然后我觉得去年我们没有成功的进到这个世界赛，但是今年我们算是有跨出这一步了，所以我觉得西安赛区有在慢慢的成长，然后我希望我们能够成长的更大步一点，然后我觉得跟其他赛区相比，后面可以不打吗？因为这个问题有点难，太模棱两可。
I feels like this is the second time like we have the game changer championship, and last year we didn't qualify to the this kind of international tournaments, but this year we're here. So it feels like this is like one step further, and also can feel like seeing Valorant is a generally like growing, and hopefully in the future we can just have more progress and grow faster. So that's my thought.
Okay, that's it. Thank you, EDG.